wanted to pick up from 2020. It was like it was like, oh, y'all like sequels? y'all like y'all like trilogies? Well, let's do this. So let's just get to the smack of a
Nitty and gritty.
lifetime. Is it the smack
Oh
of a lifetime? I
man.
haven't talked to y'all
Oh
about
my
this,
god.
and it's been
Oh
talked to
man.
death. But I haven't talked to my homies about this shit. So
Hey, for real, for real. I keep getting asked like how I feel about it. It was like if you really think about it, because the shit that you posted earlier it made me really think about like the nitty and the gritty. Because you keep hearing it got to be something deeper, got to be something deeper,
mm-hmm.
got to be something deeper, and it's like, all right, bro, it's got to be something deeper. But if you really look over time at this particular entanglement,
Yes.
um,
So what we're talking about for the people
you
that don't
kind of see
know,
this coming.
for the people
You
that
kind of
don't
see it
know,
coming.
we're talking about Will Smith and Chris Rock.
Yep.
Will Smith smacked Chris Rock on the Oscar stage. Basically shocked the entire universe
The whole
and
world.
whole world.
Uncle Will.
Mm-hmm.
Uncle Will.
So fast forward, all the shit happens, news stories breaks, all that blah blah blah. Maul is talking about the post that I posted on the Color Radio story. Is there's they're basically saying men can't show their feelings for real because men will be called pussies, crazy. They'll be definitely made into a
Yeah.
meme. Any man that is crying
Yep.
on the
So
internet is going to be a
Made into a
meme.
memes
meme.
ASAP.
You're a meme.
Hey, they forgot to put Birdman up there. He
Birdman
got
crying?
he got yeah, man. He got in his emotions like put some respect on my name.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
Anyway,
yeah,
he was in there too.
yeah,
he's good.
yeah,
He got
yeah.
emotional, but
That works too. That works too. The list
um,
goes on. You can Ti, freaking
going off, yeah.
Donald Glover, pretty much any of them R&B cats, Chris Brown, like all of them. You can see the prep, like the understanding the pressure that's on them. And then
Mm.
when they do wild shit, we be like, why you doing wild shit?
Like, hey,
Like,
they
what you
gonna break
doing?
at one point. Like Justin Bieber, they all
Justin
broke at
Bieber.
a point,
You
Mm.
and
see,
they came back on some other shit.
Justin Bieber went fucking Christian.
Yep.
The man went Christian. He
Changed his
was,
whole life. He said, "I'm not doing hip hop no more."
I can't do hip hop no more. He didn't got
And
the
we all looked at him like, "What?"
big Christian tat.
Mm.
He didn't got married at what 25. Like
Still doing hip hop though.
he wanted to change his whole life around.
Yeah.
Oh, but bring back to my point though. Like,
Mm-hmm.
but with Will though, you kind of see it coming, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like he start asking for help the minute he got social media by accident. Like, not, he looked for an outlet, got it. He made it his own thing, but you notice you never saw Jada.
Mm.
You never saw her
Mm.
Mm.
until it was like a family thing. Like he's always out trying to experience some new life changing thing, like to get him some type of like something. And then you see it got to kind of like tapered off. He was kicking it.
You talking about his
I'm at
show
home.
that he had on
Home. No.
that
His
show
whole
that he
social media career.
His
Like
social
when he
media,
first dropped,
it
he
was
started
all
doing
over
like
produced. He's doing he's
everywhere.
on
Yeah,
the Great Wall of China. He's doing these
Oh
bro.
random car jumps
I
and shit
can't
like
remember them.
yeah,
He
Yeah, I
was
remember them.
everywhere,
like he's doing this
everywhere. That's
wild
how he
shit.
became Uncle Will. Like
Yeah,
he was just out there, and then all of a sudden he tapered off, chilling. He at home, come to an Oscar after a movie, flip.
but
Like okay,
and if I haven't read his book, but I've heard Charlemagne mention it a whole bunch. He says in the book that he's felt a imposter syndrome his whole career. Like he's putting on like he had to put on the character of Will Smith, and he never felt like Will Smith. Like like it was always somebody he's playing up to be. Like he couldn't cuss. He couldn't cuss for pretty much his whole career for it. He couldn't cuss. He had to be the perfect Will Smith, the Fresh Prince, the clean cut, like the clean cut black guy basically. And I think that kind of skewed his view of himself, and ever since then he's been trying to find himself. So all of that, if he was regular Will Smith that works at like the Kinkos or whatever, or worked at Key Bank and was going through this, we'd be like, oh yeah, I understand, bro. Like you went through some shit, but since he's Will Smith, it's like, oh, he gotta carry himself with some coof, and he gotta like
Tone it down and some
not
shit.
worry about making the Oscars look bad. He wasn't worried about the fucking
Yeah.
Oscars, bro.
I don't worry about that.
Ain't
No,
nobody
he was
worried.
not worried about the
Yeah, ain't
Oscars
nobody
at all.
worried about the Oscars. Ain't nobody worried about your what you call it, about being banned. He felt
He
like
got a 10-year ban, didn't he?
he got
Or
a
some
10-year ban.
crazy shit like that.
10-year
He got a
ban.
10-year ban.
10-year ban. So he
What's
can't
crazy is,
come
but
back till
he
like
can't
63.
come back, but he can still win an Oscar, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He just can't be there.
He can't be there. Yeah.
10-year
But he can
ban.
still
10-year
win an
ban.
Oscar.
I mean, he did smack somebody on stage.
So
Don't lie to
what?
me.
10 years?
Look,
10 years were
look,
smacking him. Should have beat his ass if that was the case.
look.
Like
Well,
10 years.
Yeah,
If
exactly.
you
Should
gonna
have
get
beat the.
10-year
He should have
ban,
beat the fuck out of
if
like
you
fuck
gonna get
that
10-year
shit.
ban, you
10
gotta get a
years, fuck it,
backhand in there
nigga.
too.
Catch
Yeah.
these hands,
You
bro.
gotta
And
get
have
back.
him pull me off you. Like no, like what?
Embarrass that man on
Yeah,
stage.
yeah. You gotta get something gotta happen. Absolutely something gotta happen. But
I get 3 to 5 maybe.
yeah,
10
yeah.
for a decade, my nigga.
I don't think they're
He
gonna.
like 50, right?
Yeah,
How old is he?
he'll be 63 or something like that when he
can
comes
come
back. Yeah. But
Stupid.
in movie years, 63 is like yeah, is he still got time to win a few more, but it's not cool. It's not cool. I am on the side of choice consequence, and you talk shit, you get hit, no matter where you at. That's just how it
Hey,
goes.
oh God, when I saw that video, right? When that like the minute it happened, I swear to God, this video got scattered across America, across the world. Like
And I wasn't even watching the
because
Oscars.
I didn't even watch this shit, and I knew about it, bro. I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yo,
I'm like, "Will Smith?" I'm like, "This can't be real."
I wanted to pie
But
so
then
bad.
after you get over the shock value of just realizing that shit was real, bro, on soul, you be like, hold up. If anybody can get away with this, it'll be this.
It is Will Smith. It's like, who else
I
can do it?
swear to God,
Who
if
else can do
anybody can get away with this, it will be him.
Because
I swear to
he's
God.
already established. He already has his career.
He walked off like a pimp. He's like, bitch, I'm gonna win me. I'm gonna win me one of these bitches, and he gonna get this in.
That's why
He
I thought it
already
was
knew he
fake.
gonna win.
That's why I thought it was fake, because how he walked off like he knew he wasn't gonna get hit back.
Bruh, confidence is shit. We're not a worry in the world.
Yeah, man, you can't turn your back to somebody you just smacked. Like, at least I'm gonna give a little like.
Bro, I thought Chris Rock was gonna run up. I was like,
Chris Rock didn't even ball his fist up.
No, he
didn't
nothing.
even ball. He did a step back.
Retaliation wasn't even the question.
But he didn't even like that was impressive. I found that very impressive. I found the fact. Did you say something, Sean?
He was so in shock.
He composer, man.
Yeah. And then he delivered. He gave the award. He gave the next award out. Like, he wasn't like. Props
he was
to Chris
so
Rock.
shocked, bro.
Props to Chris Rock. I don't look at him any different. I didn't really fuck with his comedy in the first place. So I like.
I mean, we knew he was getting jumped anyway.
Yeah, I like Head of State. So that's about it. Are we blaming? And then we're gonna move on from this. Are we blaming Jada?
I don't know if I can blame Jada for that particular instant. I can probably blame Jada from the trauma behind it.
Mm-hmm.
So we can do that.
Yeah.
But,
I wouldn't blame her either. Like, cause I don't know. Maybe he cause they did show a clip of him laughing at the joke, and Jada wasn't really feeling it, but she didn't make like a I'm about to be mad all night type of face. So I think he just kind of took it upon himself to be like, look here, man, you've been running your mouth and I'm sick of it.
And that's not the first time allegedly Chris has talked about her. So like the Oscars from 2016, he did a little bit about her and he said some disrespectful shit. So that's what people are saying.
That clip showed up too.
It stems from him already saying some shit and Will wasn't having it. Which, if that's the case, hands off the Will, because he told you, don't say it no more. I'm gonna have to see you. You said some other shit. You said, and it wasn't even a funny. It's like a funny quick joke. It wasn't written or anything. It was just one of them like, here, I'm gonna shoot.
Yo, my only question is, right, there was this interview of him saying that people were thinking they can say anything to him and shit like that came out after this. Now my only question is, was this recorded after or before? Because if it was recorded beforehand,
yeah.
So beforehand, you kind of like saw it coming, because it literally happened right after the movie. It was an interview after the movie he won the Oscars for.
Yeah,
so it's very recent, and he said, he was like, "Look,
King Richard,
yeah, because of him, he's more like, no,
protective of his family and all that shit.
You gonna catch it,
yeah,
because he had that role. So it's like he warned you.
Okay,
that's all.
So let's put ourselves in that position. I probably can predict what you're trying to say. We sitting at a award show. You wish your lady.
Should never laugh though.
You wish your lady, or you're sitting at a comedy club. And you wish your lady, and the comic says something about your lady's weight or her hair or something that you know that she's sensitive about. She gonna give you a look. Like, I don't know who these other journalists are dating, but any girl I've ever dated is gonna give me a look like, oh, you gonna laugh? You gonna let them say it?
You gonna laugh.
What you gonna do?
The minute he point her out, you don't even laugh.
Yeah, no,
I'll take the joke for me.
Okay,
if it's a good one,
exactly. Put the joke on me, not my girl.
Don't do that.
But
if it's a good one between us two, yeah, okay.
But I mean, it all depends if she laugh. Like if she laugh,
yeah, we good. But if she go,
that was kind of fucked up. Like, yeah.
Now add in the fact of she probably already said something at home about her hair, or she got acne or something. So you already know that's a sensitive topic, and that's the first thing the comic shoots at. Then it's a comic you already done seen, and you already done told, don't say about my girl, and you shot at her again.
Yeah, then there's problems. Like if it's like, yeah, like at that point, like there's problems.
There's
like,
problems. I'm not on the Oscar stage. I don't know. On the Oscar stage.
It's a bigger stage, man. That's like national live.
Yeah,
like,
man.
He went dead for like 5.
Yeah,
like,
man.
I almost felt like my nigga just blacked out too. Like,
he did. He had to.
He was like, hey, like, man, I know this nigga. Fuck this nigga.
He had to. Yeah. That's exactly what it said. He's a pussy. I gotta show him that I am not about to. I'm not about to let him do this on national TV. And he blacked out. He blacked out.
It's the nigga who always talking shit, bro. It's the nigga who's always talking shit, and I get that, but at the same time, it's like, you chose today. You chose today
right now. He could have pulled him to the back. He could have waited to commercial break. Anything else? He could have did anything else besides walk on that stage. It's gangster as hell.
On soul, he should have never laughed.
Gangster as hell. Yeah, if he would have never laughed, it would have turned into a thing of, oh, that was an insensitive joke, and it would have been all on Chris Rock, and then it would have been like. But
his tickets wouldn't be sold out right now.
Exactly, and he not been making jokes about it. He already has a set. If anybody the thing about comedy, the set is already made. Like that's like that hour.
Yeah, that tour, he gonna say them same jokes every city.
Yeah,
2 shows a night.
This
might say something at the end.
He might say a smidgen.
For the encore.
Exactly.
For the encore. Shit.
But we're not gonna see a full. Like Chris Rock conversation about it till next year or some shit like that.
They gonna keep it on lock. Like turn your phones off at the show.
Phones off. Put them in the little pocketbook things. Yep, all that. So transitioning from that conversation, the comedians of the entertainment world had stuff to say. They say, joke. You can't come on stage when a comedian's making jokes. Don't come to a comedy show if you can't be the butt of a joke. It's in ill taste. You're ruining the art of comedy and shit like that. And all I hear them saying is, "Please don't hit me too," because I say some wild shit. That's all I hear them saying.
I'm about to say because none of that makes sense.
All I
Like,
hear them
first and
saying.
foremost, this is not a comedy show.
Yeah. Nope.
But
Yeah, the
he's a
Oscars wasn't a comedy
comedian.
He's a comedian, but it's
He's
not
a
comedy
comedian.
show.
I
It's
give
not a
you
comedy
that. But he's like, what? What are you talking about?
Yeah, that wasn't his show. That wasn't like
He wasn't even
his
hosting.
Night at
I don't know if y'all
305.
peeped. He wasn't even hosting. It was Wanda
See, I thought he was
Sykes.
hosting.
It was
Hmm.
Wanda
I thought he
Sykes.
was hosting.
It was Amy Schumer, and it was Regina King. So,
Yeah.
so it
The
was,
perception of that is crazy now.
and that's what I don't.
That
know
is the twisted perception.
He wasn't even hosting.
He wasn't even a host.
He was
Yeah.
presenting an award.
He was really straight up. Was like, hey, bro, I got beef.
He was presenting an award to Questlove. So that's why it's a
And he chose that time to take a shot too.
it's all.
I mean, he was shooting at everybody though. Like
he was
it
shooting at a
was-
few people.
Hey,
But
he's shooting at a lot of people.
he shouldn't have shot at the person that he said don't talk to me. He basically said don't talk to me anymore, and you talk.
The only clip that you see just recycling round and around is the point from he tells the joke, he laughs, it cuts out, goes back to Chris Rock. You just see him walking up, bow, walk back, keep my name, wife, out your fucking mouth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, like it's a whole thing before it. Like,
and that's the cycle. That's the rotation that goes through.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see anybody other reaction behind, but my Wakanda sister behind
Lupita,
behind Will Smith. That's it. Yeah,
it's turned.
I don't know her real name. That's it.
Yeah, it's Lupita.
That is it. And her reaction is the only reaction you can go off. It's like, hold up. She really even her was like, she questioning everything. It's like, what is going on? I don't know how to feel.
My question I'm presenting to y'all.
Find out that he wasn't hosting.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
The question I'm presenting to y'all does being a comedian give a comedian leeway to say what they want, even if it's hurtful or even if it's something that's gonna offend?
I mean,
because that's what it's coming down to.
I'll say to be honest. Oh, all right, you go first.
No, you go ahead. No, you go ahead.
No, I'll say on their platform, like, since you follow them, it's their comedy, you find them funny, you know how they operate, how they move. So if they say some offensive shit that you found funny, then it's like, don't get upset when it kind of comes back on you because you already knew what it was. You follow them, you know their comedy, so it's not like they don't need to police themselves from not saying funny shit unless you know it causes like a major problem.
Right.
But if it's just like something you decide to take personal, then it's like on you. Like they still gonna do what they do, but like you can't really stop them from being them. That's them. Like
now I'm gonna play devil's advocate. I'm gonna blame the comedian. It's up to your job to have tough enough fans to stand up for you, nigga.
Your front row better be your diehards.
Your front row better be your diehards, bro. They out there knowing what's going on. What you saying?
That's a fact too. That's a fact too. Your audience should know you, and the comedian should know their audience. And I think personally, I feel like I've been one of those people that have been hit with some teases my whole life, right? But I'm not the one to do it back. But we can just fight. that's just me. I don't even need to. I ain't about to do all this word play back and forth.
That's too much.
Yeah, but we can just throw these balls and get this shit
looking over your back shit like nah.
No, we can just fight. So
let's work this out right now.
So if I'm getting heated at a comedy show, they just firing like the whole last half of the show is me. I'm gonna be like, all right, I gave the energy out so the public can laugh. Public is laughing, the public having a good time. But I'm gonna see you after the show.
For
You
sure.
walking home,
On
you
top.
walking to your car. I'm seeing you at the show.
And you know what's
That's
I
just,
funny?
mean,
That's how
but
most
that's just
movies,
me.
and that's
comedians
how
don't
most
got
movies
that.
do it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
comedians do
They
not
get beat
have
up in
that
the back alley.
detail because they don't care. They just got off stage, like they ain't like big. So you say some shit, you go
Yeah,
in the alley and see them
yeah,
like straight
yeah.
up. They gonna be like, or they'll
Or
be in the lobby, be like, I ain't like what you said.
that's what I'm saying.
They gonna either gonna
Mm-hmm.
apologize or they're not gonna give a fuck.
And
That's as simple
You
as
think they
that.
got a driver? No, he
Mm.
driving his car
He
home.
drove
They
don't
just
let
himself.
meet him
them
in the parking
be
lot, bro.
like not the headliner and they're just the opener. So they got like
But I don't
they want
condone
to
in
stick
violence.
around. I don't come on violence, but they just want to stick around. I'm definitely talking to that person. I'm definitely gonna say
For
something to
sure.
them because they gotta understand that I may not shoot them. But there is some people out there, especially if you in Cleveland, there's some people out there that
Oh, for sure.
they don't play that shit. They don't play like that. They don't play about their chick. They don't play about their wife. They don't play about their kids. They don't play about their receding
Nothing
hairline.
personal. Nothing personal.
But again,
One might slide, but it won't be too many.
it
You
won't be
drill
too
me
many.
all night, it's over. Like,
And most comedians know, like, if a dude would go like, "Nah, I'm not the one," they know to move on because that gangster, he's there to laugh but not laugh at himself. Those gold teeth, those jean
or get
shorts.
people to laugh at him.
Exactly. Like he's there to do everything but be the butt of the joke. So that's a new phenomenon going on right now with the comedians and this Will Smith thing of like them saying, "Oh, you're trying to take away our ability to be us, our ability to be comedians," and like no, it's really telling you that there's a consequence that comes with your words, and that's just life. That's just how like yes, we had the freedom of speech. We could talk about this stuff, we talk about this openly, but we can't go off the rails. We can't fucking do heroin on here. Will get taken down. Like there's a clear grasp of like what you can do and what you can't do on these things. So if a comedian is really going at a like get you, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
It's just
I'm
Paul's
sorry.
face. I
I'm
keep
sorry.
saying the heroin.
Yeah.
You like, bro, no.
Like of
Because
all choices,
because
he
you can
said
do a lot
that,
of
I
shit
was
on
like,
here. You can
wait.
do a lot. You can do a lot on here. You can
And it caught me off
yeah,
guard
yeah,
too.
you
And
can
I
pop
was
pills
like,
and
wait a
shit.
That like
minute,
nigga
wait a
heroin though.
minute, wait a
Yeah.
minute.
You can't hit the fentanyl on here, but you know
Oh
you can do
my
everything
God,
else.
no, you can't hit in the fitness.
About to be Euphoria Part 2 in this
Oh,
bitch.
shout out to Euphoria. We're gonna get into
Oh
the
my Lord.
we're gonna get into TV watching next because we got some shit to catch up on that.
Mm.
So the comedians and shit are just going crazy. I don't know
Damn.
what's gonna come of it. I think they're just scared. T.I. Called out a female comedian that was he had came to an open mic and did like 45 minutes. That's a lot for an open mic, like a open micer, but he's T.I., so they let him rock. The young
45
lady,
minutes.
yeah, that's 45 minutes. So like for a new person,
He
that's a
doing
long
comedy
time.
now?
He's doing
Or he
comedy.
just
No, he's
oh
doing
wow.
comedy. He's doing comedy. It's crazy, right?
Mm.
But he's always loved comedy. He said, and he has a stage presence for it because he's been on stage for the majority of his life.
He's not funny though.
Right.
I mean,
Not funny.
it
Like
depends
he
on
doesn't
who
have a funny persona. That's what. Let me say that.
he's
doesn't
he's a
have,
storyteller, they say, but I haven't seen this like a set or
Ah.
anything. It's more so of him telling stories and how he tells the story that's funny, not more so of like here's a joke, here's a joke, here's a joke type thing. It's more of like a long form storytelling. So I'm curious to see it. I'm curious to see what he's like.
Have you seen the movie he was in when he was I think it was like some not blockbuster, Ghostbuster shit. He was like he was like an add-on. God damn, I can't remember it. But anyway, he had a funny persona, right? He was a funny man.
Okay.
Look. And it didn't work out for me, bro. It didn't work out for me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, T.I. Just didn't work out for me. But you know, he's a good actor in other ways.
Long story short, the young lady that was on stage talked about his sexual assault allegations, and he went up to the stage and had a whole disagreement with her on the stage. So
on the stage,
during her set, took the mic
like,
from.
Hey, this is why this ain't funny.
Well, what he was coming at was he hasn't been charged with anything. All the charges have been dropped. there's no lawsuit that is going through, and him and his wife are innocent, type shit, right?
Mm.
What she was saying was, talk about the allegations, and he was like, talk about your wig.
No, you got one. You got me.
That was funny.
Yeah,
That was a
got
good
it.
one.
And
Talk about your wig.
so she started going harder on the allegation shit, and like he started going off on her, but that's what they're talking about with saying, oh, comedians are getting harassed and they're scared of being attacked because the audience is like, know what, fuck it, you ain't about to say this shit about me. So that's what the current climate is. I don't want it to be that because the comedy scene is very much so a give and a take. So if the comedians are scared that they're gonna get back a punch instead of getting back a laugh, that's gonna change a lot
And
of
then shows ain't gonna be funny. Like
shows ain't gonna be funny. The people are gonna be scared. Like it's not. It's just it's bad for comedy, which is the full circle thing of this Will Smith thing is like, oh damn, like he kind of low key fucked up comedy now because
The Godfather has spoken.
they kind of scared to do it. They kind of scared to do it now, which they should because they say some wild shit. And hey, you can get smacked. A lot of people should know that they can get smacked. There's a lot of bosses out there that should know they can get smacked. There's a lot of Now, 2016 me would have said this, but there's a lot of young ladies out there that have been smacked by young ladies for saying some wild shit about their brother or their cousin before. So, 2016 me would have said it in a whole different way. But people get
we already know.
Yeah, people get smacked. Besides that, the only thing I wanted to talk about in like current events is because we pretty much called this when it first happened. Trump is bubbling again. And it's very it's wild because on like national TV you won't see any of like the rallies he's going through or any of like all the press he's getting. But like, if you're on
the internet, it's lit.
Yeah, if you're on and you know you're in the know and you know what pages to watch, he booming again. He went on a podcast called the Full Send Podcast. They're like, if Joe Rogan is here, they're like Joe Rogan's like little step kids. So they play it both ways. They play Republican, they play liberal and shit like that. So they had Trump on. And they're just talking to Trump, and I'm watching them talk to Trump, and I'm like, damn, they making this nigga likable as fuck. He likable. You can't not like him. It's like the stuff he was saying. He was like, he was talking about Biden. He was like, I didn't take us to war. He got us in war. And I was like, yeah, I guess he did. He did.
We ain't really at war though.
Yeah, we ain't really there. But
no, he started the conversation of war. Fuck out of that. He started war.
And then he said some shit like, they're gonna remember Biden for like people not working. They should remember me for making the vaccine. I'm like, damn, bro, you were pouring it on hard. Okay, you want that re-election.
He want that re-election.
He want that re-election.
He said for making the vaccine.
Mm-hmm. Well, it came out. It did get made under his administration.
Under him, it got distributed under Biden.
Under Biden.
But at the same time, under his administration, then we like. Can we had avoided all of this
we went through the pandemic under his administration. He's not saying that either. He's not saying that either. But
he caused a pandemic though under his administration.
All that being said, him going on that podcast,
it created. This is how the government does it, and I shouldn't be talking.
Him going on that podcast allowed him to get to a younger generation now, like that younger frat boy. They really don't care about politics, but they're like, oh, that makes a lot of sense type politics. It's I don't say it's
who's
bad.
Really not doing the research.
Yeah, it's not bad for them to like. I'm not for the cancellation of not having him on platforms, but when cancel him off of all platforms, he goes on platforms that really matter and they have him. It's bad for the public because now they don't know what's going on. Like, so now he's getting to the people that he wants to get to, and he's tuning out everybody else. So there's no white noise around him to be like, oh, that's fake news, or oh, he's wrong about that. It's really more so like, if you hear the actual stuff he's saying, it all sounds true because nobody else is debating it because it's not on their radar. And if they put it on like a CNN, then it gives it validity. But what I'm saying is he has the validity already, and he's gaining even more followers because nobody fucks with Biden, and nobody even knows if Kamala is really the vice president or not. So,
but they never see her.
They never see her. She never talks. The last thing she said was, "We did it, Joe." That's it. And then she was like, "No."
Is she a lot?
There's I don't know. I don't know.
That's some real get out of shit right there. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Also, for the people that's watching the Full Send podcast,
up and disappeared.
The Full Send podcast had on Kodak Black, then it had on Trump, then it had on Rick Ross, then Caitlyn Jenner. That's a
crazy lineup.
A wild lineup, yo. A wild lineup.
They just touched so many ranges of people. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm like. It's not in the fact that he's banned off of all platforms. The platforms that are going to allow him on theirs are the ones that are really connecting with the people, because I found them through the Kodak podcast. I was like, oh shit, they got a Kodak podcast. Let me see what they talk about. It was a real good podcast, blah, blah, blah. And then they followed that bitch up with a Trump podcast. I was like, oh, y'all niggas wildin'. Y'all niggas wild. And then Rick Ross, I was like, nigga, Rick Ross all the balls. And then Caitlyn, nigga, Caitlyn's fucking, she's an outlier. She's an outlier because she's a transgender Republican who is into women.
Still in the women.
But doesn't believe in like she she was like, I got so much backlash from when I first came out. I don't even want to be an activist anymore. I just want to be an example. I was like, oh, so they kicked you out the group? Is what you want to say? They kicked you out the group, and they now you just want to be an example. All right, bet, because they was shooting at her because being a Republican and voting Republican, it's a lot of stuff that goes against being gay, being trans, being a woman for you want to really say something like that. So the fact that Caitlyn is trying to be I think a senator or something like that, a congresswoman or something like that, is absolutely wild, and it's definitely possible because look at the world we're in. It's just the world we're in.
And then you start pulling out the background like, I got medals. Oh, this stuff get stuff.
Let's get into TV because I'm gonna talk about Kanye and Kanye's documentary. And
you watched that too?
I watched that too. And
bruh, like that. First off, watching Kanye's documentary kind of gives you a forecast of why he is the way he is right now.
That was my transition.
Like the build up to what he is.
Yep, that was my transition.
Because it saw every moment up to date, and then he drops it. It's like, bro, this is current date shit. Like, you were just acting wild 3 years ago. You recorded it. Like, wait, what?
The doc shows me. The doc shows me that you got to be some form of crazy to be a billionaire. Just you gotta have some delusion. Yeah, yep. You gotta have a delusion and a obsession with your goal and how the goal is going to be achieved and what the goal is going to actually look like. And he had a very clear goal and a very clear focus. You didn't see a girlfriend in that documentary at all. Like, you didn't see a girl on the side. You didn't see like a girl.
We didn't see Amber Rose either.
No.
When he was dating her.
No. No,
But
no.
he also kept all that completely separate
Yeah,
too.
yeah. So like when
It's like a cutoff. Like he was like, nah.
because I feel like he's playing a character. It's a character he's playing. Like he got like he's so Kanye that he has to play into being Kanye. So when he does all the crazy stuff and all that, he's playing into being the Kanye character.
But
But
you know what's crazy?
what?
I feel like Kanye didn't become Kanye, unfortunately.
Mm,
Like like I feel like Kanye had like so much like built up in him as like a true Kanye.
mm,
It really didn't truly happen watching it through until his mom passed away.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Like it was like a switch
His
that you could
mom
see.
was
Like
his
when that
woman in his life.
happened,
Yeah.
it was like something after that. It was like he was different,
Mm-hmm.
and you heard it in his music.
His
It was
mom was
crazy because like
his woman in his life. That's why I feel like we didn't see any girlfriends because his mom. Well, I don't say his mom was that for it, but his mom was his womanly focus. Where he got his inspiration from, where he got his advice from, like that was his mom. And you're exactly right. When that happened, you saw such a shift in him, and you saw like kind of what like he didn't know what he was really working for anymore. Like a lot of it was just sad, bro. It's really sad because you see it like you see the hurt in him, and you see
yeah.
why he cares about his kids so much. So I didn't want to come into it like making jokes about like the Pete Davidson shit and the Skeet shit and text messages and shit because at the core of it all, he's a dad that wants to see his kids. Dad that wants to see his kids. Yes, they're
He ain't had no dad too, and they
and
don't really like.
so
And they didn't touch it, even really try to touch on that too much.
his dad just came back into his life. So his dad wasn't around for the majority of his life. And I think in the actual documentary, he's on FaceTime with his dad, talking to him and stuff like that. And like he's going to a meeting or some shit. He's like, "Hold on, man, I'm on FaceTime with my dad." Like I think that felt good for him to say. Like I don't think he's ever got to say that before. For real, like, hold on, I'm talking to my dad right now. Like that's one of those things where I can see that he's a hurt kid. He's like he's running around like a hurt kid, and it's sad because I know that for him to be his creative self, he can't be on pills. It just probably doesn't
Fuck to something.
yeah, it doesn't connect the dots the way it should connect the dots, and maybe he'll find a place where he doesn't have to create that way. He can find another outlet that he creates just as much. But maybe it's the reason why he's so hard on the fashion side now because he knows that the music he has to be off his meds. Fashion side he can probably pull out a little bit more because it's designers, it's this, it's that that's helping him, so he doesn't have to be the creative spark behind it. But the music shit, I think is why he goes off the scale. And if you look at it, he's been off the what I don't know. Down to 2 is basically finished, but it hasn't come out yet for real. So he's done Down to 1. He's winning Down to 2, and he's dropped hundreds of sneakers and clothing line and all that shit. The man's stressed. You can't not be stressed, and then you gotta deal with a divorce, and your ex-wife is Kim Kardashian, and then she's dating a person that is known through the industry with a big dick. he's absolutely known as Big Dick Pete.
This again.
That was just
Ladies
it.
and gentlemen, big dick.
He that's what he's known. Like they can't like so. Here's how I found out the first time when Pete Davidson. That's what I'm saying. When Pete Davidson got with.
This is how I found out. You told me. You was the one that told me the first time.
I know. He told everybody. He was
When
like,
Pete Davidson
Pete Davidson got a big dick.
got with
That's how he got to
Ariana.
me.
When Pete Davidson got with Ariana, that was the main conversation because it was Mac Miller that was her ex. So I was like, why is she going to like because Pete Davidson wasn't famous then. So like why is she going with somebody that's less famous, less money, kind of weird looking, and then it was like, oh no, he's packing.
That's also how he got on Wild 'N Out too.
What? What the?
Pete Davidson
Because
did?
he was on. Yeah, because he was on Wildin'
He's
Out
on
first.
SNL.
Yeah, he's on SNL. He might have been like a guest host on
Like
Wild 'N
he,
Out.
yeah, no, he did like early on Wildin'
Oh,
Out shit. He was
oh,
on there
yeah,
like a couple times.
probably, yeah, probably was. But he wasn't that. He's never been a sketch artist. He's more of like a good writer and like a thinker type person and shit like that. He's never really been good in sketches. He's not a good actor for me for real. So I don't know. All that being said, hopefully Kanye he's been ghost for a while. Hopefully he's back into a good zone, a good place, getting to see his kids. But that documentary is fire, absolutely fire. Are you caught up on Snowfall? You're breaking
Yeah,
up.
and wow.
Look how it froze for a second.
Snowfall might be the biggest letdown in TV show history with this
Oh
last
no.
season.
Yeah, it just
Oh
keeps.
no.
First off, hold on, wait a minute.
Spoilers.
First off,
Let's do a
why would
spoiler
you
alert.
even?
Let's do a
Why
spoiler
would they
I
even
ain't
alert.
tell
watching
us?
it, so talk away.
Yeah. Let's do some spoiler alert. Okay. Go ahead.
Turn the camera off if you watch the show.
Right. All right, Mom. Just go ahead, Mom. Oh,
Uh-oh.
no, this nigga.
I didn't even really turn the camera off.
That's
Damn.
stupid, man.
What I do now? What happened?
No, let's talk about what you was saying, bro.
Okay, cool. No, I had to make sure because it was lagging on my
Oh
end,
no,
so
you good.
I
You
didn't know
good.
if I could really.
It's probably
I was
somebody just
really
hopped on the
going,
internet.
Yeah.
okay, but anyway, yeah, it's crazy letdown because why would you tell us about this season 6 if he was gonna just like end it this quickly? So there's gonna be a time skip, basically him going to jail. Second of all,
Is that what you're
this little?
guessing to it?
I mean, that's how it ends in real life. He goes to jail.
True. If
I
we're
mean,
playing off the fact that this is the Freeway Ricky Ross story, yeah.
I mean, I understand changing some shit during the stories, but the beginning and the end should always just be the. I mean, you just get from 2 points to, one A to B. That's
Yeah.
it. But anyway, but then it's like this whole episode, this latest episode, right? It's just weird. It's just fucking weird, and
It's weird.
And it's kind of like
the last 2 episodes, the last 3 episodes have been super weird.
Yeah, just like why did y'all choose to show these episodes? Like only thing I do get is him almost getting gunned down. I get that part.
Yeah.
That was bound to happen. It was like, bro, you've been skating for way too long and you slipping.
But not the
Okay.
tiger, not the
Not the
random
tiger.
old guy coming back in, the random old bad guy coming out of nowhere. You don't have Peaches around, or nobody know why Peaches flipped. Who's this
Nope.
wife?
Peaches is automatically just bitch.
Who the hell is this wife? Where does this wife come from? We never seen this chick before in anything.
And then she tell us she's a scammer.
She's
a daughter of a scammer. How am I not? When she went home, I was like, she's gone, bro. She
gone.
Everything.
She
she's
took
the scammer
everything.
of the year, bro.
And that's not. I know you don't know what we're talking about, but this is basically a show that was going like this, and then for some reason they just said, "Fuck it." Just said we're going to throw a tiger in the hood. We're going to dose them with some acid. We're going to have this random wife that nobody has ever seen. We was all invested in all the other girls, and he just picked this It's not that she's not attractive. It's the fact of, would you choose her if you were a coke dealer and you had all the money in the world?
Yep.
No.
But
No.
I respect the brain part of it though.
Yes.
I respect the brain because she on her shit.
But
for
she
real.
could have just been in on the business. She could have. You don't have to fuck her. She could have just been a good accounting. She could have been a clerk. She could have been a good accounting clerk.
You could have just paid her very well.
She could have just went home at night, had some soup, came back in the morning, know nothing about the drugs, and just been a great accounting clerk for the real estate business. No, he had to smack it. You don't know why he smacked it. You don't know. So I watched a YouTube video and it said that she was the lawyer on the some case that he was like handling in the previous season, like the last season he was handling some case, and she was a lawyer on that case. And I'm like, that was just off screen. That I don't know what's going on. How you gonna tell me what's going on? I don't know what's going on. It's stupid. So
they always do that shit.
Thank God it's ending, because I don't know why
and
they did this shit.
And then the wedding was dumb, bro.
The
That whole wedding thing.
Dumb.
Why would you have Scully there in the first place?
Why would you have all the bad guys in one place? That's a RICO case. That's a freaking RICO
and on
case.
Top of that, Teddy told you.
Yeah.
Teddy told you not to do that shit.
Yeah.
But you did it anyway.
Stupid.
But you want to buy coke from him now.
Stupid.
So you want to be the new Franklin.
Stupid. It's stupid shit.
The fuck?
It's stupid. It was so good. It was so good. It was so good up until these last.
Mama got the KBG. Mama got the KBG
Stupid.
After him.
Stupid.
Like, how are you helping him not get killed? But how about helping him get killed? Like,
stupid. All right. I'm trying to think of anything else we should cover before
how stupid
we do
it is. Atlanta. Okay. How confusing has Atlanta's been? Okay.
I have not watched the first episode either. I have not watched the first episode either. I'm saying
I am caught up on all 4, and I'm not
going to
tell you this point.
It's 4 episodes of it?
It's either 3 or 4.
Oh, okay.
But right now, I'm gonna tell you one thing. I am confused. I am confused.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
I'm okay with that. That shit happens every season.
Yeah, that happens.
You get a little lost.
Exactly.
It happens, and then they pull it together like, oh, I get it, and that was kind of my favorite episode. But don't do that again. That's what I felt like with that white the guy, Mr. Charles, whatever the guy was, where he was just in.
Yeah, that was a wild episode.
Yeah, man, I didn't know what was going on with that shit, bro. That
off top, the first episode is very confusing.
Okay. So the first episode is like a loose.
Wait, have you seen the first episode?
Don't tell me the first.
Yeah, I've seen the first episode.
I have not seen the first episode, so I can't.
Yeah, I knew you have seen the first episode.
I don't want to talk about it yet. I wanted to wait for it to build up. We'll talk about it next.
Because that's what I was waiting for too. Kind of like I would let the first 2 sit for like a week, and then I watched the first one. Everybody was just talking about what it pertained to, which is like a real life story.
Oh no. Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. The way they hitting shit.
Yeah, it's going. Yeah.
I'm sorry, bro. We
Yeah, I'm gonna catch up. Don't worry, I'll catch up.
Next, look, I'll be caught up next time we get together.
Right. It's 10:14, people. I'm glad we got it in, but we're gonna do a reading, watch, and listening to. We're back. We're gonna be back on our a regular schedule with this. Zoom is working. I mean, Twitch is working properly now. Had to put a mic on myself, so sorry for the people that heard this beginning 4 times. I'll probably edit it out. And let's do a reading, watch, and listening to, and close out, people. S.Carter, you got anything good?
Reading. What am I on? News. I really just been reading news. It's weird, but like I just been kind of catching here and there articles and stuff that's going on around the city, around the world. Just trying to stay informed. So ain't no books or anything on that list as far as just like any of that stuff goes. It's just been articles and news.
Okay.
Watching. I did watch the first season of Euphoria. I'm about to start the second at some point in my life. The first episode of Atlanta I saw, and me and my girl have been watching Married at First Sight.
Oh, see, look at you get a girlfriend, and you gotta start watching the shit.
See how you put that in?
Yeah, you gotta start watching the shit when you get a girlfriend. The British Bake Off is next, I bet.
The British Bake Off.
Yeah.
You said what, Mom?
What was the show you watched?
Married at First Sight.
Yeah.
Married at First Sight. Oh, that damn Netflix shit. Yeah, I'm cool on that, bro.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it's on
it's
Netflix.
Married
Yeah,
at First Sight, and then like 90 Day
I saw that shit.
Fiance, and
Love
like
is Blind,
Love is
all that stuff.
Blind. Yeah, all these. Hey,
That shit looks stupid. That shit looks stupid as
hey,
fuck. And I was
hey.
like, I'm cool
What's
on
wrong with
that.
these women where they can't be seeing their
My
spouses,
girl,
man? Why
my
they
girl
can't see
didn't
their
want
spouse
to.
before they
She
meet
didn't
them,
want me want to
man?
watch it, bro. She didn't get no fucks about it. I just kept on pushing. I was like, yup,
How come
nope,
you
nope,
can't?
cool, me
How come you
too.
can't meet somebody at a bar and just fall in love? They gotta
Right,
meet
man.
somebody that's in
You gotta go on the
jail.
show, get the experts
Yeah,
and all this extra
man.
stuff.
I get it, but
I don't know.
damn, bro.
It's full of drama. Like I really only watch it. Like I guess people was watching it because I guess the experts do a terrible job at matching people. So basically, just drama just
That's
unfolds.
hilarious.
Like shit's
Let's put
wild,
this
but like
Republican with this gay girl and see what happens. Let's just see.
yeah,
Let's
exactly.
just see
Do
them
that shit
fight.
on purpose.
Let's just see them fight. Just
shit.
fight it out and shit like that.
Yeah, but that's all I've been watching. Plan to start watching Severance
Okay, I
on
heard
Apple
that.
TV
Okay.
because and then some other shit.
I
But
haven't got hip to the Apple
listen,
TV stuff yet. Like I
there's
keep
some
hearing
cool shows
shows.
on there.
Yeah, I keep hearing
Yeah,
shows, but I
it's some
got some
cool
of them.
shows. It's some movies that like I've queued up. It's just actually sitting down to watch it is a struggle when
Yeah.
I'm in the studio all the time. But
Right.
yes, listening to what have I been listening to? Genevieve, Toby Lou, and Benet had some new stuff come
Okay.
out. So and then Ravina, just like some albums. I'm trying to catch up on albums that's been coming
Yeah,
out
yeah.
before like the overflow of new shit that's about
It's
to
a lot
come
of good.
out.
Yeah, it's a
So
lot of good music coming out right now. There's a lot of good music coming out right
yeah.
now. Maul.
Watching right now. I'm watching that new Halo shit that's on
Okay.
Paramount TV.
Yeah. You like it?
Um, for show wise, yeah, it's kind of cool.
Okay.
I ain't too mad at it. They ain't doing too much, so they kind of still trying to dive into it as far
Mm-hmm.
as like having an actual purpose. But the nice little shit that they show, I was like, yeah, this is nice. This is fire.
Yeah.
But I'm not really too versed on the whole Halo shit. I
That's
played
why
it a
I'm not
couple times,
watching.
but I
Yeah,
ain't too
that.
versed.
Yeah, I don't know the
Yeah, I
story for
never
real.
played the game, so
So I'm not really sure about the whole if it's accurate or not. But
Okay.
if they ever let that shit switch over to to Sony, we could do some shit.
that's never gonna happen, bro.
Bro, I
Right.
wish that shit would be an option, bro.
Well,
That
I
shit would
mean,
be fire.
look.
I
So
mean, you get like Game Pass
I
and
was
get
about to
all them
say
shit. So
you get Game Pass and you can play it on a PC or on a mobile phone or some shit like that, like or a tablet.
your iPad, like
Yeah.
hook an Xbox controller, hook a PS4 controller up to that joint, and just play on Game Pass.
Yeah.
That's what I play
What
all
if
my
Sony
games
can
on. But
download Game Pass?
well, Sony's coming out with their version of it called PlayStation Plus Pro.
Mm-hmm.
So that will be their version of Game Pass, where you can play all the old games and get titles released first day. But
Mm.
it
So Sony becoming
All
a
of that,
streaming service now.
yeah.
no, all of that to
A
say,
full on
Google
game
Stadia
streaming
is
service.
dead.
What
Yeah,
kind of
Google Stadia is super dead, and it never really got alive for real.
It
But
never got anywhere, but like
it
now
was a
it's
good
dead as fuck.
concept. It was definitely a good
Yeah.
concept. They just didn't have the games for it. They just didn't have the
So they officially canceled that shit out.
Well, no, it's
It's not
still.
officially canceled
But
yet. It's
why
still a
get it?
thing, but yeah, Google is start trying to repurpose it. Now they've been trying to repurpose it since last year. They're just like, look, Xbox has Game Pass, now PlayStation got PlayStation Pro. Like Stadia about to be like, well, what the fuck do we do with all this money we didn't invest it into
Mm-hmm.
this with
Is they fought.
studios and all this other
That
shit?
means
Like,
they came out way too early, and they took their idea.
I mean, well, yeah, that's the thing. It's like with Snapchat and like
Instagram.
TikTok and Reels and shit like that. Like you can come out with it, but
Mm-hmm.
there's gonna be somebody that's gonna make it better. And the way that Xbox is doing, I don't even have an Xbox, and I have a fucking, I have Game Pass and a PC if you can and the Xbox controller.
Mm-hmm.
So like they getting their money from me. I just didn't buy the Xbox Series X. I just bought a PC instead.
PC.
So
And that's Microsoft.
It's
They
already
play that
Microsoft.
shit
it's still
anyway.
it's still Microsoft, so they still got that money from me. But it's the fact that I can upgrade this bitch and keep it for 10 years and not have to worry about fucking
Getting a new
Buying
system
another
every year.
console.
buying another console and shit like that. So when the Xbox Series Pro come out, I'm just buying a new graphics card for real.
New graphics card.
Yeah, that's it. And then my shit gonna run smooth. So all the graphics gonna look better. All the sound editing and all that shit gonna
That's
be fire.
genius.
So the Game Pass shit is different. The Game Pass. I'm sorry, I cut you off. You can continue on. Continue on. You just talking shit. You know. What you reading?
Shit. Reading my screen of my phone. Watching.
I need you watching.
Listening. Listen, I was listening to that little Dirk shit. Little Dirk shit, cool. And then the Dougie,
The
the Dougie
Dougie
and
B.
and the Evo shit. So I kind of had it on background while I was playing, so I didn't really get to listen
I
to
don't
it.
know. I don't know what you're talking about that. Never mind.
No, I agree to you.
Oh.
I agree with you.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that mixtape, but well, not mix. Well, I don't know if it's an album or a mixtape, but the collab, whatever. As far as background music, that shit was going.
Okay.
My baby was turned up, so I know they was saying some fucked up shit in there, so I was kind of sorry.
Yeah. Shooter out. Wham. All right. I've been watching Naked and Afraid on Discovery Plus. I've been watching.
How was that?
It's good. I like it. It's just I like seeing shit that I'll never do.
What season are you in right now?
I've watched every season so far, so I'm in the 14th season. Yeah.
So my question is, when did it switch from when you started noticing that this shit was fake?
What you mean fake?
They got somebody out there.
I mean, it's two people out there, and it's medics and shit, but them like not eating and losing the weight is real, and being naked is real.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm talking about where. I'm talking about where about all these motherfucking animals and shit like that. I'm like, yeah, you got tiger behind you. I bet you do.
I mean, like fake how? Like as in like they're not in the wilderness, or they're getting like fed or something like that? Cause
like the danger to not being able to survive due to bodily harm from animals or wild creatures and shit like that, or
they got precautions.
Like
yeah, of course they have those precautions up. Like it's cameras around to catch and see if there's a fucking tiger in the area or some shit like that. So I definitely understand that part. But them being out there 14 or 21 days trying to find food, that shit's real. Cause the way I'm not getting my balls bit by nothing for any type of money. And they're out there getting their balls bit by fire ants and all type of beetles, and they're getting urinary tract infections from swimming in bad water. I don't know how much there's not enough money. There's not enough money. They're not paying enough money.
You gonna be in the hospital for a couple of days.
That's what I'm saying. And you fucking basically ruined your body chemistry because you've starved yourself for 21 days. So you've lost 30 pounds and you got all type of insect bites. It's fucking bad, but it's great entertainment. It's fucking great entertainment. I love it. I'm watching also Abbott Elementary.
Oh yes, that's the fucking other show I'm watching, man.
Perfect show.
What is that?
Abbott Elementary is
Quinta's show.
Yeah, the girl that you got money.
You got money.
Her, she has her own show. This nigga face, bro.
I mean, I've heard the phrase. I just don't know who she.
You ain't seen the video.
It's a little short
girl.
Little,
like,
yeah. He knows what to see. Either way, she has her own show. It's about a teacher in Philly, and shenanigans ensue. It's great. I fucking love it. It's very on point. It's very cultural. It's on ABC. Watch it.
Last episode Tuesday.
What else? Oh shit. On HBO Max, the Lakers stories, the Magic Johnson story, or whatever it is. That shit good. I was not here for it. That shit got so good.
I finally started watching it. First and foremost, I binged it, all
Yeah,
5 episodes.
that
It's
shit's
crazy.
good. That shit's
That
good.
nigga nasty.
Especially
That nigga
when you
had
know,
4 bitches at one time. I'm just gonna put that out
especially when you know
there. Nasty.
how the season ends. You're like, damn, this is a great fucking series right here because y'all got me captivated already. Listening to no reading Jurassic Park. I'm doing 75 hard. 75 hard is a workout challenge. 75 days, 2 workouts a day. One has to be outside. Have to stick to a strict diet and read 10 pages a day. So I'm reading Jurassic Park. We probably talked about this before. I didn't finish it, so I'm going to finish Jurassic Park. Continue on my 75 hard. This is also part of my 75 hard. Doing podcasts, getting back into the podcast game. So here we are. Listening to, it's a whole bunch of shit. Fabio album dropped, okay. Sid album dropped, good. Vince Staples album dropped, really good. Who else? Dirk shit was cool. ESTG and 42 Doug. If y'all like shoot 'em up shit and Icy Diamonds, that's the album to listen to. That's my workout album right now. That shit is so icy and so shoot 'em up. It's ridiculous. Trying to think of anything else. Am I forgetting anything? No, that's it. Oh no. Ooh. J. Cole, Dreamville, Gangsta Grills mixtape. Oh my God.
Oh shit.
J. Cole just hats off to you, sir, because what you're doing over there with
longevity.
what you're doing over there with Dreamville is amazing. I'm invested in all the artists: Earth Game, Kaz, Baz, Loot, fucking JID. What's the singer name? What's her name? Mariana Lennox.
Oh yeah.
Just the whole team over there, and here's what Joe Budden was saying was, or I think it was Joe Budden. In the top 3 list now, is J. Cole number 1 because of his label that he has. Rapping aside, plaques, millions of hit records, Kendrick Cole, Drake. The one side that they don't all have yet is that label. It looks like J. Cole has that label. Like, he has the label for years to come. Drake's label has kind of went like this. Don't really hear much from his artists that heavy. Kendrick has Baby Keem. He just won a Grammy, but who knows where that's going. So I give my hat to Cole and Dreamville because that's a great project. Very good. Shout out to
he's moving.
Yeah,
he's floating.
Shout out to D-Day Drama as well because he won his first Grammy with Tyler. So dope as well. That's it, people. We did it.
People. Did it.
10:30. I'm about to get my last workout in of the day. Motherfucking. I will talk to y'all later. Colored Radio, we are not gone. We are here. We are here to stay. The public needs us. We will talk shit forever.
Always.
Thank you, King Maul. Thank you, S. Carter, best engineer in the game. Sample God, we see you out there. Signing out, people.
Peace.
Now I gotta actually turn off fucking streaming and